Well, hey, what's up, YouTube? Pastor Matt here. I apologize I've not uploaded any videos for a while on this particular channel, but I did have some thoughts today that I thought might make for a good reflection for us, particularly with reference to quitting and quitters. Spurgeon once said that it was by perseverance that the snail made it to the ark. And I can't help but strongly agree with that sentiment. By perseverance, the snail made it to the ark. In other words, there are certainly times in your life where you're going to have to just persevere through difficulties and trials. I remember when I was a kid, I had joined a baseball team, and it was about that time where the kids begin to throw the baseball very hard, and had a kind of a terrible experience, got hit by a couple of pitches, and really realized I didn't like baseball very much. And then the parents on the team, they all got in some kind of a big fight and squabble, and about half of the team quit. And so, you need 9 players to play baseball. We had only 7 players left on the whole team, so no subs, and for whatever reason, they let us take the field anyways. With only 7 players, had to have the outfield all spread out. And my parents, God bless them, they would not let me quit the team. They made me play it all the way through. In fact, I was never allowed to quit anything as a child or as a teenager. Every sport I played, I had to play it all the way through the season. Eventually found a love for the sport of wrestling, and that is one of the hardest sports in the whole world. And believe me, there are going to be times where you want to quit being a wrestler. And yet, when you learn this thing of perseverance, you realize that you become a better person because you just keep pressing on. And so, since that time, since that baseball league experience when I was a kid, I'm proud to say I've never really quit anything. I wanted to quit Spanish 4, and then the Lord sent me to a Spanish-speaking country to learn Spanish and finish up what I left off in high school. I got sidetracked with my Hebrew studies while I was in seminary. Ordination process got complicated, and anyway, so I went back to that and finished up Hebrew. Actually, just spent a whole year studying the Hebrew language with a personal mentor, so finished that up. I've never quit a job without a better job right before me. I've never quit on my relationships in my life, whether it would be my wife or my children or my parents or my loved ones. You just don't quit, and especially if you're a Christian who is in some sort of leadership position. Yes, there are times where God moves you on to different callings. I'm not saying you're going to live in the same calling, same pastorate, same pulpit for the rest of your life. Of course, there are times to change. But Christian leaders are particularly held responsible for not quitting. And so if you're an elder or a deacon of a local church and you're tempted to quit because it's hard, loving people is hard, leading the church is hard, I would advise you strongly, do not do it. You must persevere. It is through perseverance and trial that the Lord works character in our lives. Read James 1, read Romans 5 on that. But there's a particular danger to the church when it sees its own leadership, deacons and elders, quitting things that they had once started. There's a rule in seafaring navigation that the captain never leaves the ship while there are still crew and passengers aboard. And so if you're a crew or a passenger on a ship and you look out and there's the captain swimming away from the ship because it is in danger, man, that is a terrible sign. And so if you're going to take the vows of ordination, be it for elder or for deacon, you better be ready to persevere through the hardest of times. And so that's generally true in life. It's even more so true in ministry. So if you're out there and you are a bruised reed that is about to break, or a wick that is smoldering and you're about to get snuffed out, there is strength in the concept of perseverance. Not only will you be a better, stronger, more mature Christian leader for keeping on going, but also the people who depend on you will be all the better as well. All right, well, thanks for checking in on my YouTube channel. No books to recommend today. Whole lots of other videos out there on theology, books, Bibles, and other stuff, so feel free to peruse. Subscribe if you want, don't if you don't. Either way, follow me on Twitter, Matt_Everhard. That's all I got for you today. Love you lots, and I am out.